Hello there. Welcome to the live stream. I hope that everybody is having a wonderful Sunday. I am sporting my Sunday best, I think. It was an outfit that was chosen for me and suggested that it may be one of my best, so there we are. Hello, Beth. Welcome. I saw that you absolutely took my hashtag Sunday best and ran with it. Thank you for playing along. I'd like to talk about how everybody's doing once everybody shows up. So, how are you doing? How is Beth? How is Mama B? Playing along. I'd like to talk about how everybody's doing once everybody. Let me see here. Let me make sure that I absolutely am live, so that's good. How is Mama B? We had some. Let me see here. Let me make sure that I absolutely. Okay, we're getting our stats now coming in. It looked like there were 5 people watching at one point before I even started, so that was a little unnerving. Okay, we're getting our stats now. You are okay, and had friends drop by unexpectedly. That was lovely. I hope you kept your appropriate social distance, but welcomed them, you are okay. Thankfully, and I saw they left you a little gift, so that's wonderful. It's God, it's hard to both want to do the safe thing and want to not die of loneliness. So it's hard to. Well, hello there. Tams is joining me. Are you joining me?
Just come in and say hello.
You just coming in to say hello?
Hello, where?
Here is where you are.
Hi.
Hello. Hello. They stood in the yard, and you stood in the balcony, and you talked. There is an echo.
Do you have 2 mics on? Hi.
Hello. The webcam is muted. They stood in the yard, and you stood in the balcony. And what if I do? Does this fix the echo?
Or can you not hear you anymore? Aww. Thank you. I'm pretty happy with it too.
Mm-hmm.
The color turned out perfect, and it's shorter than I've had it in probably a bajillion years. So. It's
it's nicely trimmed, and you know where you are, right? You can see yourself.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, yeah. Oh, they can still hear you. I just wanted to come up and show that I played along. I sent you a picture, but I Sunday best, and then I tweeted.
Excellent.
So now I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna go downstairs and watch you on a big screen.
Okay. Thanks for joining. Thanks for stopping by.
Ow.
He was thinking of going blue again. I would love to see you with blue hair. And I'm sorry that I said was.
That's what drew us to you in the first place, Megan.
If you are going to wait until this is all over, I'm happy to help with the embluening of the hair. I know you helped me with the embluening of my hair, and it's actually... It was doing a cool thing earlier. Now it's looking a little weird, but whatever. So, I should have put a bow tie on Terrence there. You know what? Oh, he's wearing a bow tie. I would be happy to help with the blue hairness. So, how's everybody doing? I know that Beth was feeling good because friends dropped by to wave from afar on their walk around the community and brought her a present, so that was very lovely. I myself had to go out to a grocery store today to get a few things before coming home and besting myself up. Terrence is always in his hashtag Sunday best. Yes, that's right. He's little bow-tied lion, which is actually very close to my persona. Hashtag furries are okay. So let me just... I'm sorry if this does a weird thing. Nope. Okay. I'm just hoping that the microphone is okay. But how are we all doing? I am well. Beth is fine. Megan. Luke! Welcome, Luke. You are surviving nicely and actually get to visit during this 2 p.m. window. Well, I'm very happy to have you here. We should definitely play some Magic together. That would be awesome. Or, we could just chat sometime. That would be fine too. I know you're a very busy guy. I hope that you didn't mind me arguing with you on my stream yesterday about Mandela, but I like to have what do you call it? Good conversation.
Hi again. I just wanted to pop in and say hi to Luke in person.
Hi, Luke is here.
Hi, Luke.
And you're going to appear in like 20 seconds, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Megan is good. How are you, Tams?
I'm not bad. I feel better now that I'm all like dressed and
Tams feels good.
put lipstick on.
So that was sort of the reason that I wanted to do this, Sunday best thing, because we haven't had a reason to go get dressed fancy since forever. Because we've been locked indoors. But we don't need a reason to get ourselves feeling good. And those of us who are interested in dressing up in fancy clothes, even if we have nowhere to go, sometimes it just helps to make the effort, put the effort in. So I'm very happy that if it was a thing that you thought would help you out, people have tried. Beth, I know that on Facebook you shared a post about how, yes, it did help because you got, dressed up and put makeup on and you felt, like it really made a difference. And so that's great. That was my hope. I'm probably going to do the same thing again next Sunday, except I'm going to have to, for me, kick it up because these are kind of my working clothes. Megan's wearing pants. This is as good as it gets. You don't have to wear pants. Ever. But Sunday best doesn't have to be about dressing up either. If you want to wear your pajamas because it makes you feel good, then that's your best Sunday ensemble. And that's totally fine. For me, I know getting showered, putting clothes on makes me feel good. When I look good, I feel better. So that's just about helping me to feel positive. Ties are so much more attractive when they mean dressing up to feel fancy rather than going to a soulless workplace. I agree. I wore a bow tie to work every day at Staples because I wanted to look a little fancy. I just wanted to have my security blanket at work, and so it worked. Oh, apparently I'm playing with a makeup brush that has glittery mica on it. So let's just let's try this out. I don't know if this is going to do anything, but maybe a little bit. I think I rubbed most of the mica off onto my thumb. You enjoy my bow ties? I enjoy the bow tie that you gave me for my birthday. Thank you very much. I have worn it twice now, and it's going definitely into my regular rotation. But with this sort of outfit, I feel like a tie with my Trinity knot feels more, I don't know, fancier. Bow ties are a spot of whimsy to me. They're not really fancy unless they're black or white, fur. I don't own a tailcoat, so bow ties don't have the that association for me. They have more the 11th Doctor association, the mad scientist, the absent-minded professor association, and that's kind of it's a look that I enjoy. Haven't quite gotten to the suspenders category yet, but anyway, what do we want to talk about today? It's Sunday. I'm surprised that you don't own a tailcoat. Yeah, it seems like the kind of thing I would own, right? It's just a little, well, first, they're expensive. And second, I don't want to dress fancy. I want to dress nicely. I want to put out a positive, friendly presence. So that's why I wear shirts and bow ties and things, but I've mostly foregone wearing suit jackets and whatever because they can really put people off, especially after TV with things like Mad Men and Suits and, those sorts of things have had a recursion. They're in the public mind again because those guys are all dicks, and I want to come off as a friendly, inviting person. So I don't want to outdress people. I just want to look nice when I'm with people, if that makes sense. It's really neat watching my generation in isolation transforming into their true forms. A spot of whimsy is sometimes very nice. If by true forms you mean socially conscious warriors for the future, then yeah. If we can all agree to carry on making society better once we can actually leave our homes and not just go back to the workaday hand-to-mouth sort of fear-based living that we've all been in for the last 10 to 20 years, that would be great. And that's okay, so that's probably what we're going to talk about today. Speaking of Doctor Who fashion, as for me, the filter app on my phone predicted old me would look rather like the War Doctor. I presumed at the time the app meant in 2040, not in 6 months. Oh, come on, it can't be that bad, can it? How are you faring your isolation? You doing okay? You need me to deliver you some mac and cheese or something? Because I'll do it. It might be difficult, but I'll do it. Old man Luke. In my mug today is a cafe mocha, homemade. I was feeling a longing to be with a certain someone, and I decided to drink a drink that reminded me of her. Do we all have tea, coffee, water, some sort of hydration? I hope that everyone drinks enough water. I don't talk about it as much as I should, but this is the perfect time to be drinking water and helping ourselves become healthier, because I know for me, I've been more sedentary in the last 2 weeks than is good. So that's one of the things that I'm adding to my schedule in the next week is getting exercise. I need to get up at like 5:30 or 6 o'clock, go for a jog, and come back and start my day. That's how I need to start acting, I think. Megan has tea. Luke is doing great and touched by the offer and will save for emergencies. Ooh, your water is boiled. I will be happy to hear what is in your cup once you get back. Emergency mac and cheese needs to be a thing in the after. So mac and cheese was one of the things that was in the MRE okay, long story. I used to love going to the surplus store in London, and one of the things I used to love doing was getting MREs, which are military meals, military rations, because one of those has 3,600 calories, so you can basically stretch it out over the span of a day and eat that, and just that, for a day. And it was weird, but I used to enjoy that kind of thing. And one of them was a mac and cheese, and it was pretty okay. So long story short, too late, there is such thing as emergency mac and cheese. Ta-da! It's not as good as real mac and cheese, but it's okay. So I am helping humanity by drinking coffee. Beth. Good to know. Humanity has saved your wrath because you have been sated with your coffee. Nothing gives me hope that you will survive the coming apocalypse like knowing you eat MREs recreationally. Oh, well, I'm that kind of weirdo. I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. Everyone come to my place. I make great homemade mac and cheese. All right, Beth. It's definitely on the list of things to do in the after. You can bring it to the after potluck. Ah, yes, the cuddle party that we are still going to plan in the after. So, Luke, what's in your cup? You said you were boiling water, or are you making noodles? It's possible that you're making noodles. I ate ramen for lunch. I should tweet a picture of my lunch because it was glorious. If everyone wants to go and check out at the Pro Step on Twitter, they can see a picture of me in a skirt, and also, in about 10 seconds, a picture of my lunch. I almost forgot to show off my lunch. Isolation is good for my cooking, if nothing else. Bing, done. There we go. All right. Stop. Go. Okay. My phone is... Did I put an egg in it? Hello, Brendan. Yes, I did. I poached an egg right in the soup, and then I laid it gently over top of the noodles, and then poured the soup over the noodles, and broke the egg, and it was delicious. I don't know who coined the term in the after, but I am so there for it. Tea for me. Ah, good man. Good man. We shall all look forward to getting together in the after days. We may still keep, hey, Step, missed you guys. You never did come and pick up your hoodie. So, it's Tams's now. She's claimed it. I miss all you guys too, and in the after, I will be making a trip to London at least for connecting with my people who are there, but probably to stop by for F&M. Be good. what made you drop in today? I'm happy to see you. I just didn't realize that you I have you on Facebook. That's right. Never mind. I know where you came from. Anyway, thank you for joining us, and happy to see you. Wow, we've got more viewers in here than usual. I wonder what I did right. I hope that everyone is well. This whole stream is in just a place for people to talk and chat and connect. I've been calling it the before and the after to help deal with things. Yeah. I know at least a couple of people are entirely by themselves, and so I really want to connect with people who need some sort of social outlet. But if you're just getting crazy, stir crazy, doesn't matter what your situation is, I'm here to chat with. So again, if anyone out there needs somebody to talk to, I'm the Pro Step on Twitter. I'm at theprofessionalstep@gmail.com is my email. Feel free to email me. Connect with me on Facebook. I am here to make sure that everybody gets through this safely and with the minimal hardship. Uh-oh. Message retracted. What's going on? I don't know why it wouldn't show your message. If you're free in the evenings, we can do magic thing this week. I've got nothing but time. I am trying to wrangle my inner slothness and be productive, but misclick. But in the evenings, I tend to not have a stable, a set thing I'm going to do. Tonight, I'm going to make Tam sit down and watch Dominion Tank Police with me. On Tuesday, I'm probably going to have an evening live stream to sort of an after-hours stream to talk to the grown-ups about, stuff, adult topics that we may not cover on these casual midday chats. And then I think Friday I'm going to play some MTG Arena on stream because they're doing the F&M thing, and it's Brawl coming back, so I'm probably going to do that. But other than that, I have nothing planned for this week, so I am absolutely happy to yes, those topics, if those topics come up, but I'm absolutely happy to play some Magic or do whatever. Luke, if you're interested. You downloaded Arena. Have you done the new player experience yet? Because you should log in and get the new player thing out of the way so that I can send you a friend request. If you are looking to friend me on Arena, let me just pop my Arena name in the chat so that you can grab it and become my Arena friend. Just have to wait for Arena to load. Boy, busy chat today. That's nice. I like it. Alright, who am I? Where am I? Where are you? Profile. Five, 7, 6, 1, 9. That's dash step or hyphen step. Number sign 57619. That's me on Arena. If you want to send me a friend request, if you want a battle, I've got some decks that are hoo-ha ready for you. I don't do much in the way of like standard, and I haven't crafted any brawl decks yet. But there were a couple of decks that I made back when Ravnica War for the Spark was in Standard that were pretty fun. And Patrick got to listen to you for 10 minutes explain how exciting it was for to beat that black hand last night. So I was talking to Tams about that, actually, because Megan just started playing Magic. I got her into it. I told her about Magic the Gathering Arena and suggested that she might want to try it out. And she has been struggling to beat the black, sample game for a while now. And it's honestly just because she is too, proactive. She's impatient is the word that she used. But it's better that than the other way, honestly. A lot of new players are too afraid to act, and they sit back, and they don't do what they should. So being on the other end of that is not necessarily a bad thing, but you do need to learn patience, young one. Badass, I have Standard only because I'm doing the basic tutorials. A lot of the tournament formats, etc., I don't know much about. No worries, we can go into that. There's an in-game chat, or if you want to talk on the phone, that's fine, or if you want to connect through, I don't know, what's your preferred messaging service? Facebook, Telegram, I've got WhatsApp, I've got Google Hangouts. We can do an audio call through that or whatever. Or we could just type into the arena chat because they have that now. So I would be happy to connect with you in arena, Luke. And for anyone who's not into Magic, I apologize. This isn't a Magic the Gathering stream. It just kind of tends to take over when you have people who are interested in Magic. So I'm going to go back to talking about what's positive in life. I feel pretty good about where I am right now. Start of a brand new week. I'm going to, right after the stream is over, sit down and plan out my week. Plan out the next week of my life as best I can, including exercise, timeline for personal projects, possibly what movies and TV I want to share with Tams over the next week. So things like that. Facebook works, Google Hangouts works. We'll sort it out. Yeah, of course we will. We're intelligent primates. We can figure the computers. What is everybody else doing this week is something that I wanted to ask. Do we have goals? I think it's important to have goals. They don't have to be big life-changing goals, but having a plan for the next week, even if it's maybe making a meal plan, If you're alone by yourself, whether you're working from home or whether you have nothing to do, I think it's important to have some sort of structure, but not a rigid structure, because you also want to give yourself space for freedom. So I'm curious if you think meal planning would help in your situation. Look at what you have in the house and be like, I should make tacos this week, or I know I'm having butter chicken delivered on Monday. That could be something to look forward to, yeah. But what do we think of that? Anyone? My mocha's all gone. Almost all gone. Now it's gone. Oh my goodness, there's a cat. Come on. Hooray for butter chicken. you can't see this cat. Oh, you can see that. I just noticed the eyes that Willow's giving us. Can you see this cat over here? We start official e-schooling this week for the wee ones. This shouldn't be a nightmare at all. So one of the things that I thought was most interesting about... is there something going on with the... Hold on. With the stream? It's weird. All I've done meal planning is change from eating my groceries in reverse order of healthiness to eat the fresh things first. Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. I went out today because I needed to buy mushrooms because I've been going through all of the mushrooms and green onions because, like I say, I make soup basically every day for lunch. I love ramen, and even packaged ramen, when I make it, becomes a glorious meal. You're hoping to... Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Tams, you're launching the podcast this week? Not Kink Geek, but the other podcast? Can you tell us a little bit about your podcast? Why don't you come back up and talk to us about the podcast? Can you do that quickly? Or briefly? Not quickly. Take your time. But I am happy to go over a little bit if you want to do a thing about your podcast. In the meantime, I want to tell you a story about thinking that this thing that Megan did. So Megan has two little wee ones. Oh, hello.
You can talk and I'll hop in when you're done.
Megan has two wee ones, and she, before this whole thing started, printed off 2 weeks of you changed. Are you doing
It was cold.
Oh, I thought you were doing art. She printed off 2 weeks of lesson plans for the wee ones. 2 weeks, hopefully get you through some school. Maybe you don't do them all because maybe you try to be more casual about school. Well, the two of them went through the whole 2 weeks lessons in 3 days, which tells me two things. First, her kids are, smart, sure, but more interestingly to me, think about a classroom full of 30 to 40 children and what they can learn communally in 2 weeks. 2 kids at a kitchen table with focused adult attention can get through that same amount of content in 3 days. What does that say about the effectiveness of how we try to teach children? It's not good. Smaller class sizes. I know I'm not saying anything remotely revolutionary here, but the more attention each individual student gets, the better they would be prepared for, the future. So I just thought that was really interesting. That 2 whole weeks of lessons plans last approximately 3 days when you're teaching in a focused manner. Anyway, I'm going to let Tams tell you about the podcast now.
Hi. Oh, I'm not even in the shot.
No, you're really not. There we go.
Hi.
Hi.
So we're launching a new podcast. Well, I am.
She's launching a new podcast.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to get...
She's trying to hide.
Anyways, okay. So, myself and Step and Megan are doing this podcast. I've kind of dragged them into it and asked them
Megan's
to
like, well, leave me out of it.
Don't talk about me! No, I've kind of dragged them into bits and pieces of it. And basically, it's called This Brilliant World. And I hate watching my mouth move when I talk, sorry. It's really distressing. Or at least close that down so I don't have to see myself. Blah. Anyway, and it's going to be a kind of good news, positivity kind of thing. We're going to focus on... oh, Megan. We're going to focus on things like bits of good news or exciting new things in science. And a big focus for me, I want to do independent music.
Okay, yeah.
So I'd like to focus on featuring a bunch of local artists and like musicians and such. And I know of one who may or may not be in the chat, and I would love, love, love to get permission to, you know, maybe use an original song to promote and share with everybody, because...
Does this person who may or may not be in the chat have a ukulele?
He may.
What?
And my axe. Guitar.
Oh, axe.
Oh, honey, it's okay.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
And my axe. Yeah.
Music is such a connecting thing for people, and a chance to bring music to people.
I mean, if you call a ukulele an axe, it's more like maybe a hatchet.
Shh, it's amazing.
And my hatchet.
Ukes can shred, man.
I've seen a shredding uke. Man, I don't... Who was that? I need to find that video.
That was pretty good, right?
It was like...
Yeah. So it's basically going to focus on positive stuff. I really love the idea of looking through the news and finding things that get missed. Like, you know, we're developing a cure for this thing. Or, hey, guess what this person discovered?
There's this false assumption that, like, news has to be grimdark because that's what people pay attention to, or that's what sells papers or whatever. And the feel-good stories need attention because that's what people need.
Yeah, I also would like to read some short stories.
Ooh.
Things like that. So anybody who's a writer, I don't know anybody in the chat who possibly could be writing.
No, nobody, no published authors in the chat either.
So that's the general gist. I just sent Megan and Steph the first 12 minutes of the first episode to have a kind of perusal of.
Which I'm definitely going to listen to.
And hopefully by the end of next week, we'll have the first episode up. So
yeah.
We shall see. So that's it for me. I'm going to go finish cooking. I'm making dinner.
Oh, okay. And I am going to probably call this stream to a close fairly shortly here. If anybody wants to chat with me privately or get some one-on-one attention, email me, theprofessionalstep@gmail.com. Find me on Twitter @theprostep. Contact me however you like, and just reach out. There are resources out there for those of us who are lonely. So, yeah, please. And is there anything else that anybody wants to talk about before I call this meeting of the Lonelies Club to a close? That's like referencing It, by the way. I'm not trying to diss anybody. I would not diss myself. It was so nice to visit. Well, thank you. Thank you for coming out. Take care. You'll be in touch. Thank you for making this space for us. My pleasure. I'm doing what little I can to stay active. Thank you, Beth, for being here. And Megan, you're probably wrangling your kids, so thank you. And for anybody who's been here but quiet, I noticed you. Goodbye, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. I will be back tomorrow, 2 p.m., same chat time, same chat channel, and we can do this all again. It's not on ukulele, but you covered Purple Rain and are happy to share. Awesome. I will find and link your YouTube channels in one of my upcoming vlogs. I'm supposed to be vlogging every day, but I haven't been, but I intend to every day and then just don't. What I need to do is vlog earlier in the day, because if it gets into the evening and I'm like, I'll do it after Tams goes to bed, I'm not going to do it after Tam goes to bed. So anyway, we'll talk more tomorrow. I'll be here 2 p.m. I hope to see you there.